Welcome to the front lines of the tech revolution, where massive gains are shaking the market. First up, we are tracking the explosive run of Xanadu quantum technologies, which has surged a staggering 237% this week alone. This momentum was ignited after Nvidia unveiled its groundbreaking Ising calibration and Ising decoding models designed to fix the industry's biggest errors in quantum computing. Investors are racing to grab a piece of this action as the entire quantum landscape pivots toward reality.
Your brand new iPhone deserves the best protection, and the iLume 3-pack screen protector plus 3-pack camera lens protector has you covered. Don't take risks with your iPhone. Click the link in the video description to shop now on Amazon.
Next, we are turning our eyes to IonQ, which is riding the wave of Nvidia massive backing in the quantum space. As industry giants like Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk point toward a future defined by breakthrough AI and humanoid robotics, the market is desperate to identify the true winners of this $250 trillion ecosystem. IonQ has climbed 60% as smart money realizes the critical infrastructure supporting this revolution is being built right now by key innovators. Then we have to talk about the massive scale of Nebius Group, which has just locked in a staggering $46 billion in AI cloud deals. Led by former Yandex veteran Arkady Volozh, this company is not playing small as it signs massive contracts with tech titans Microsoft and Meta Platforms. With Nvidia putting a $2 billion direct equity investment on the table, Nebius is positioning itself to be a primary pillar of global hyperscale AI infrastructure. Finally, we look at the recovery rally for Rigetti Computing as Alliance Global Partners reaffirms a strong buy rating on the stock. Following Nvidia's latest push into the sector, Rigetti has seen a surge of excitement fueled by the general availability of its new Cepheus 1108Q modular system. With the quantum sector finding its footing, there is clearly a lot to unpack in these markets, so make sure you smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, and hit the bell icon to stay updated on every major move. Ever wondered what it looks like when a stock absolutely goes to the moon in just a few days? Look no further than Xanadu Quantum Technologies. If you have been tracking the markets this week, you have seen XNDU skyrocket, a massive 237% jump that has everyone talking. But here is the real kicker. This isn't just random market noise. The momentum behind Xanadu is directly tied to the titan of the industry, Nvidia. When Nvidia speaks, the market listens, and their latest move, unveiling two specialized models aimed at fixing the messy, error-prone world of quantum computing, has essentially acted as a rocket booster for the entire sector. We are talking about the Ising calibration and Ising decoding models, which basically give quantum systems a much-needed brain transplant to handle complex error corrections. It is a huge deal because, until now, big tech executives have been playing it cool, claiming quantum progress was decades away. Now, the sentiment has shifted, and investors are piling into players like Xanadu, Rigetti, and IonQ, effectively voting with their wallets that the quantum revolution is happening much sooner than anticipated. With XNDU hitting highs of over $42 just a month after its IPO, the volatility is high, and the potential is massive. While this quantum leap is exciting, remember that the tech sector is a fast-moving target. If you are hunting for the next big win, consider looking beyond the hype at stocks that balance innovation with tangible infrastructure benefits. If you enjoyed this breakdown, hit that subscribe button and leave a comment below. Do you think quantum computing is finally ready for the big leagues, or are we still in the experimental phase? Let me know, and keep your eyes on the charts. Ever wondered what it feels like to stand on the edge of a $250 trillion revolution? That's not just a random number. It's the scale of the future Elon Musk is predicting for the world of humanoid robotics by 2040. When you hear titans like Jeff Bezos and Andy Jassy calling generative AI a once-in-a-lifetime shift, you know the ground beneath the global economy is already moving. We are talking about a total transformation of how we live, work, and create. But here is the secret most people are missing. While everyone is obsessing over the giants like Nvidia and Microsoft, the real engine of this growth is hidden in plain sight. There is a smaller, often overlooked player that holds a critical key to this entire AI ecosystem. Think about it. Why are hedge funds and the smartest investors in Silicon Valley quietly rotating their capital right now? They see what the retail market hasn't caught on to yet. I have spent months digging into the data to identify the one company that could define this next decade. I've put all my research into a comprehensive, members-only report that breaks down exactly why this tech is a game changer. For just $9.99 a month, you get access to that report, a year of our premium newsletter, exclusive interviews with top fund managers, and an ad-free experience that lets you focus on what really matters, your portfolio. We are limiting this to the first 1,000 subscribers to ensure our community stays ahead of the curve. Don't wait for Wall Street to catch up and soak up all the value. Head over to our site, join the premium newsletter, and secure your spot today. It's backed by a 30-day money-back guarantee, so you have absolutely nothing to lose. The future isn't waiting for anyone. Are you going to be the one who invested in it, or the one who just watched it happen? We all know the standard AI roadmap. Nvidia makes the chips, the hyperscalers build the data centers, and everyone else fights for the leftovers. But what if I told you there is a hidden player in the middle that just landed $46 billion in AI cloud deals? That is the story of Nebius Group, and it is a massive outlier that most retail investors are still sleeping on. Nebius isn't your typical Silicon Valley garage startup. It was born from the restructuring of the Russian giant Yandex, which means they didn't just show up to the party with an idea. They arrived with $2.5 billion in the bank, hundreds of battle-hardened infrastructure engineers, and a pedigree of handling billions of search queries. They aren't just renting out other people's hardware, they are vertically integrated. They design their own proprietary server racks and their own networking software, Nebius Fabric, which essentially lets them squeeze more performance out of GPUs with lower latency than the big guys can offer. Now, look at the receipts. In late 2025 and early 2026, Nebius locked in massive contracts with Microsoft and Meta, deals worth tens of billions of dollars. And the cherry on top, Nvidia itself wrote a $2 billion equity check to become a strategic partner. When the undisputed king of AI hardware puts its own money on the line, it is essentially telling the market exactly who it wants to win the infrastructure race. We are talking about a company sitting on a $50 billion backlog against a 2025 revenue of just $530 million. The math is staggering, but that is where the danger starts to creep in. Could this stock 10x? If you run the numbers, a 10x would put Nebius in the $390 billion club, right alongside the titans of cloud computing. To get there, Nebius has to execute perfectly, scaling from 170 megawatts to over a gigawatt of capacity in record time, while burning through $20 billion in capital expenditures this year alone. That is a massive if. If these partners renegotiate, or if the next-gen hardware underperforms, that dream valuation evaporates fast. I'll be honest with you. While the tech is world-class, calling for a 10x is likely wishful thinking, given how much execution risk is already baked into the price. A more grounded outlook suggests this is a high-growth play with 50% to 75% upside if they deliver on their promises. So what do you think? Is Nebius the secret weapon of the AI era, or is this just too much capital risk for your taste? Drop a comment below, hit that like button if you want more deep dives into the AI supply chain, and remember, in the gold rush for AI, the winners aren't just the ones finding the gold, they are the ones building the shovels. Stay sharp. Is the quantum revolution finally moving from sci-fi to reality? If you have been keeping an eye on Rigetti Computing, you know it has been a wild ride, but things are heating up. Alliance Global Partners analyst Brian Kinslinger just doubled down on a buy rating for RGTI, and there is a massive catalyst behind this move: Nvidia. When the AI king announces a new model, Wall Street listens, and Nvidia's latest move into quantum error correction has sent shockwaves through the entire sector. We are talking about the new Ising model, a tool designed to tackle the biggest headache in quantum computing, those pesky, unreliable outputs that make scaling so difficult. By automating the calibration and decoding process, Nvidia is essentially telling the market that the tech is ready for the big leagues, which triggered a 4-day rally for quantum stocks. Rigetti even saw a double-digit jump earlier this week, proving that investor sentiment is shifting. But let's keep it real for a second. While the tech headlines are exciting, the balance sheet tells a more complicated story. Rigetti reported a revenue drop of 56% year-over-year, and the stock is still trading well below its 52-week highs. They have about 3 to 4 years of cash runway left, which is great, but their commercial success is tied to milestones that are notoriously hard to predict. On the flip side, their new Cepheus 1108Q system is a legit engineering feat, modular and ready for the cloud. Analysts are currently pointing to a price target around $33.50, suggesting there is plenty of room to run if they can execute on their roadmap. So, is this a deep value play or a high-risk gamble? Let me know your take in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more deep dives into the future of tech. Remember, in the world of quantum, the only certainty is that the landscape changes overnight.